Welcome back. You have returned. I see. This is very good. This course is Calendar. Welcome in, and we're going to continue our adventures here on my new Forever World. We're having so much fun. As you can see, I've got the diamond gear. You look down at the hotbar, you can see I've got a few diamond tools. I've even got an netherite pickaxe. I went as far as make one. I figured I needed at least one, you know? So the armor is almost done. As you see, fancy diamond armor. The pants, though. I don't want to enchant I don't want to do the pants until I have the swift sneak. Today's goal, gonna get that swift sneak. I love it. Gotta have it. I'm addicted to it. Yes. But we're gonna start off with a short tour. Ready, set, and bing. We're almost back to where we started with our first base. As you can see, I have got. Yes, I did say first base. I have done some work. We've got a wall going on across here. With a nice little beach area that we can decorate. We've got some stairs going up. Oh, and the sun is going down. Swing the boat around because we're going to need it again in a minute. Nice little, I guess some jungle stairs. I got crafted it from working. I grew a couple of jungle trees because I needed the wood. This whole thing has been leveled, but as you can see, I built a wall. So we do have a defensive wall. Now the doorway, I'm probably not going to actually close off. I mostly did it for decoration, but I like it. I got to continue there. Another thing I got to do is over here. I'm going to run that wall, and it's going to come along here and go across and just basically hem in this whole thing. I'm thinking we build a village right here, just kind of a small village. I mean, obviously there won't be in it. I could potentially steal villagers and relocate them to here and give them some beds to call us home. But look, I even did it on the other side. And yes, those are pale oak logs. I'm letting the copper oxidize. The wall's been run. The iron farm, I had found a solution to the iron farm I like better than anything else I've done. I tried expanding it one bed. It seemed to run slower when I did that. So you see that trapdoor right there? By placing that trapdoor, they can sleep. It allows them to sleep. See, there they go. And by allowing them to sleep, they still generate iron golems. And it didn't slow it down. For some reason, having the fourth bed made it go slower. They just didn't spawn as fast. Oh, we've got a villager trader. Dude, I'm going to take a nap and then we'll talk. How about that? Ready, set, and sleep. Now, my iron gear is still sitting there on display. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys something because we got to go work on something real quick. I mean, my workroom is done. I love it. It's awesome. As you can see, I've got books, Infinity, Fire Aspect 2, Prot 4, Mending, Unbreaking 3, Mending. Yeah, buddy. So I've been busy. And we have this. We have a dry gas. I did this on stream. I collected 2. We're going to borrow this. This is what we need right here. I did. I went and got 2. But you said, but Cal, we only see 1. Well, guess what, guys? We're going to use the free cam for a second. And you see that spot up there? There he is. There's my big guy. Harness and all, ready to go. I parked him in there. For now, I want to build him a whole residence going on right there. I mean, the cave was already there. I just hollowed it out a little more. I do want to build him a whole nice place to chill. If you don't, they tend to just float around. I'm just sorry. And this trader guy's up here. I'm kind of curious what he's got. Most of the time, he doesn't have anything worthwhile, but I figure he's. Hey, dude, I came to talk to you. What you got? Oh, he would buy hay bales if I had any. That's nice to know. Got cherry logs and 2 dye. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything seriously want, but hey. Appreciate you, guy. I mean, I don't think I have any hay bales. Well, I guess we could look real fast. None in there. None in there. I did pick up another beehive. So I do have a second one. See, there's my second one. Honey farm coming. We're gonna need to be able to start waxing some stuff because I'm not gonna want all the copper. Look, I even got more stuff up down in here. Look at this, more books. It's beautiful. I don't actually. I do want silk. Never mind. I was thinking, well, let's save that for the future. Do I have anything? Yeah, Unbreaking 3 is a good way to go. I think that's all I want off of this. I do have these almost dead tools. think in the ender chest we hit, because that's unbreaking. There was a mending one in here, right? Save me some time and effort. Oh yeah. Unbreaking, mending. I need efficiency, which I do not have one here. We're gonna have to go buy one, but that's fine. Because there's something I want to show you guys anyway. Something I've been doing on stream is working with villagers. I still love that wall. That came out so nice. I had that. That was where I had the gas tied up. But every now and then he broke the lead. I didn't think that was supposed to happen anymore. But yeah, I want to show you guys what I've been working on across the way. We're going to take some of this iron with us. And yeah, that'll be enough. Whoops. Nope. I didn't think about that. Should have, because normally it happens. Now and then it doesn't happen. We're going to trade all that iron in haul. Yes, we are. And of course, I got my bone meal machine right here. Drop one of those in. The poppies in the upper chest. Oh man, I've been throwing them in that thing to build up bone meal, and it's still halfway full. But we're gonna go across. So yeah, we're gonna go over to the villagers hall in a bit. I'll show you guys that while we make up. We need to build up some XP, and we need to make a hoe to mine skulk and sensors and shriekers, because we're gonna go get that book. All right, guys. I will see you at the trading hall in just a minute. All right, quick ride later, and here we are. The trading hall, which is now 2 stories, by the way. We have almost every book possible. Almost every book that we need is here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bug this guy right here. Hi, how you doing? And we're going to do a swap out for some emeralds. About a stack and a quarter. Build up the XP. Thank you, sir. You are a gem among the villagers. You'll notice we got lanterns of glass, aqua affinity, rest bow, mending. This guy, oh, there's a story there. I was rolling, he gave me mending, and then the guy right beside him was half price. I'm like, So you know how that goes. And I was gonna see what he would possibly get me. So I haven't, relieved him of his job yet. This guy I'm working on right now, he's at Thorns 1. Here, we'll roll him once just to see what we get. And nothing. Yeah, we'll try him a second time. Maybe we'll get a book. Okay, sir. You're not going to be like the Glass and Lanterns guy. You're going to have to give me a book. That's all there is to it. The audience wants a book. Really? You're just going to stand there and be stubborn this time? There we go. Curse of Vanishing. We'll talk later. Okay, so I collected the books. All I really need is my efficiency book, right? Looting, unbreaking, sweeping. I have not gotten to where I have got this place memorized. Yeah, I said that right. Memorized just yet, so I have to think sometimes about where these guys are. And I bet it's got to be down here then. If it's not up there, it's got to be down here. No, those. I know I have an efficiency guy. Gotta be upstairs then. I didn't see it on any of the signs. Did you see it on the signs? Because I sure didn't. Let's take another look. Do another pass here. Infinity, Fire Aspect, Fortune 3, Depth Strider, Pro 4, Unbreaking 3. I know I had an efficiency guy. Because I've put it here. Efficiency. Well, no, this one I brute forced. Tell me I didn't. I not got my efficiency guy yet. Alright, you got anything? Unbreaking 1, so I see. I had him for unbreaking, and now I don't need him anymore. So I'll probably be releasing him back to the wild. Gotta have anything. Sorry about that. I keep hitting escape, thinking that that's gonna close the door. It doesn't. Huh. Maybe I don't have my efficiency guy yet. Alright, I'm gonna do some rolling and see if I can get it, because alright, I just checked my list. I don't have him yet. I brute forced my pick, and okay. Alright, guys. I'm gonna do some rolling. I'll be back in a bit. All right. Oh, after much rolling. By the way, if any of you have ever done villagers, you know how much of a pain in the patoot they are. All right. The best I could do as of right now is I got a protection 4 villager, which you can work with, right? I bought 2 books. I merged them. Protection or efficiency, not protection. Sorry, efficiency 4. So now I have an efficiency 5 book by buying 2 and merging. It's not the cheapest, and I may end up, releasing the guy from his work contract, in the future. But it'll work for now, which is good because I'm not done. Because I'm gonna need it for the shovel and the axe, and yeah. I could have sworn I had one, and it's no. All right, but let's get on with this. Okay, so I've only got 12 levels, and I want to put all 3 of these books, ending Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 5, onto this diamond hoe for down in the ancient city, so that I can destroy shriekers. Well, yeah, the shriekers. The sensors are okay as long as I get rid of the shriekers, and I've got subwall to work with. It's all good. The main question I've got in regards to this is, am I going to be able to pull this off with the levels I've got, or am I going to have to be tricky? You gotta wonder. Efficiency 5, mending and unbreaking 3. I'm not worried about having, I'm sorry, there's no reason to have fortune. At least not with this, because if it's just going to destroy the skulk anyway. You need some touch picking it up. Okay, so I looked up, I am using an enchantment ordering tool, one of those things that says, hey, this is how many levels, this is the cheapest way to do it. It says it's going to take 14 levels, which means we do need a couple more levels to pull this off. Because it says to start the hoe. Now this says it should only take 1 level. The hoe, oops, hi, would help if I clicked into this thing, right? The hoe with efficiency 5. That is not a 1. And I wonder if that's because I use XP to merge these books. So how much is that actually going to burn? Ooh, that's like 6. That's like half my levels. Yeah, lied to me. We should be able to go ahead and put this with the Unbreaking 3 book. Yes, okay, so that's... But now I'm out of levels. And it said that would only take 3, but again, I merged the books, so, we're dealing with a penalty they weren't planning on. Now, it says 7 levels to add the mending book. I'm betting it's going to take more. I could probably survive without mending on this for a while. I think we can make 2. Because I really want to, get down there and do the thing. Let's go ahead and save the mending book. We'll store this extra book. I had more emeralds right here. I really need to take this pearl and make me a second ender chest over at the trading hall. I really do. By the way, we need another nap. By the way, guys, if you're looking for a dry gas and you haven't done this yet, and you come up on one that is sitting near the edge, I would highly recommend that you build a bit of a platform and make sure that it just can't, fall to its death. All right, I turned the map back on so I could direct myself, but now we have no need for it because none of that is going to help me find a city. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to head west or east, and we're just going to look. And I'm going to, honestly, this may take a while. So, while I could play that annoying elevator music, da 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 da, I think it would just do better if we go ahead and just pause, and I'll come back once I've managed to find an ancient city. And like I said, we're going to go east. Right now, we are all the way, we're here. Whoa, hello. There is no water down there. Ooh, that's not safe. We're going to have to fix that. I'm just thinking this way is the way to go. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to scare myself and give myself a heart attack before I even get into an ancient city. But my plan is to just get a snake book and get out. Now, if I can find a couple where I can merge, that's cool. I'd rather find a straight book. You know how that works. But if I can find a couple to merge, that would be an awesome way to go. So, yeah. gonna get through this bamboo stuff. I'm gonna start looking. I will let you know when I have found one, and yeah, and we'll take it from there. I will. Well, you know, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I hit this mountain. And by the way, this took me about 45 minutes of real time to find this mountain. And I was like, oh, look at all this beautiful calcite. Oh, let me do a thing. So I marked it for C for calcite. And then I thought, wait, this is a tall enough mountain. So, maybe I should, dig a little deeper. So I went down with the free camp and I was like, oh, wow, look at these caverns. Look at I mean, seriously, if you're just going to build a cavern base in this gorgeous, this would be the perfect place to build a cavern base. It's awesome. I mean, you have to clear it up. You got some deep slate. You got a way out right here. It's fantastic. But if you go on down below, we have a city. We're going to get down here. I'm going to do some digging. I'm going to set up a path so that I just got to figure out where the best place to come in at would be. I'd like to break in where there's not going to be a bunch of sounds, Of course, so I don't get completely lost while I'm in here. I probably have to set a waypoint. Isn't this gorgeous? I love these cities. These are fantastic. And the fact that you don't have to worry about creepers or zombies or anything when you're in these are just fantastic. Go. All right, let's see. If I'm going to come in, I'm going to find me a safe way in and dig on down. And then you guys can come on back when we're ready to start exploring and see if we can't find that book. All right, after a lot of hemming, hawing, a lot of digging, and well, I found a good way to get into the place. So I've got the bed set up. I currently have a gamma thing turned on so that you guys can see everything that's going on clearly. So you don't have to worry about spawns. You don't have to worry about lighting anything up. And I know y'all know how dark and beautiful these cities are. If I turn it off, and I do a little bit of free cam, you can see these cities are dark. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're fun to base with. They're fun. I mean, my last base on Crystal Point was in one of these cities. I just tore down the city. But yeah, these are dark. So yeah, just to make it easier on you guys, boop, we'll turn it on. All right, so I did a thing and I dug to a point. I want to make sure I was in the right spot. And here we are. One ancient city. We are going to find the book. Now, hey, that one right there. That's okay. Good to know. But here's the thing. I was digging down with the plan of coming out. I was going to come out. I was going to come under these. I was like, oh yeah, it's just some sensors. It'll be all right. No, I set that off. I said I was in the tunnel and everything went dark. I was like, that's not good. That's not good at all. We do have a lava flow going on here. You see where I dug down, made myself a little bit of a path, and then went back in. And I was when I did that. Oh, that's gonna be a fun one. All right, so I did that. Now, obviously, this can't be too long a recording, so it's like this may take a while to find the book. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys opening the first couple, and then I'm gonna track it down. And if I find it, well then success. If I don't find it, well, I mean, I'll let you know either way. But obviously, we don't want to spend the whole, a whole video of me just wandering around the city in a crouched mode without Swift Sneak on my pants, making it really, really slow. So I think the easiest way to do this would be to come out here, hang a left, and we're going to sneak on by this thing because we don't want to set either of those off. And we're going to head for that one, and we'll just go that way around. I like that plan. All right, let's do this. I was really hoping to find some lava to chuck some stuff into, though. I'm so glad the game cannot hear my voice. Now, if any of you ever watched The Hermits, you know who those are. You're living under a rock, to be honest. But if any of you've ever watched them, they did a life series where they put a mod on that let the game hear their voices. Oh, good lord. Oh, and I found the mod. I did, in fact, find the mod. That's going to be a pain. Some wool I can stand on for a second. I really don't want to. I mean, technically, if you're just standing up, shouldn't make any noise. This might be the most shriekers I've seen in an area in one of these cities in forever. But I have learned to be a little more cautious than risky. There you go. Let's put the hoe in. I did get a couple pointed dripstone while on my way down, so I'm good to go there. See, here's the thing. I can't eat unless I know I'm in a safe spot. So that's going to be another thing right there. All right. Yeah, I didn't bring that much wool. So, I mean, I've got shears. I brought just a little bit because I'm thinking I shouldn't need that much, especially if I pick it back up after I'm done with the chest. And we get our first related achievement down here. I mean, as long as I'm cautious, and I do tend to be cautious, I should be able to do this. And honestly, guys, I picked this one to do first just because I knew, I mean, it's going to give me a heart attack trying to do it with all these shriekers around. And so I kind of figured y'all would appreciate it. Here we go. All right. So as long as we're doing this, we should be fine. But yeah, speaking about that mod, I know what mod they use now. I found it. I wouldn't say an accident. I was modding, getting ready for the next season of CPG, and I was doing some research, and just it was on the list, so I read what it did. It's like, this allows the game to hear your voice chat. I'm like, oh, that's what they use. Oh, no. All right, cross your breaths. All right, we're all good there. I'm gonna drop off stuff we don't want. Honestly, things I just picked up while digging that I'm good. We'll put the granite away. I don't need that. The apple can stay. Got a little extra wool. Diorite can stay. We got pants with cursive binding and mending. We got pants with prot 4 on breaking 3. Technically, that would make the pant. I'm fine with that. I don't mind brute forcing that a little bit. We can sort real fast. How about that? I kind of wanted the iron. I could have done without that. I really could have. Oh. And you're probably sitting there going, but Cal, you got all this deep slate. That's not even because I used my Sim Touch. Well, yes and no. I mean, I am going to need more deep slate because I want to do the paths like around the village and inside the base and everything with deep slate. Not cobbled or bricked or anything like that. I just want to use regular deep slate. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. And I wanted the diamonds, obviously the gold. For now, we'll let it go. Anytime I open or close a chest in here, I'm gonna be having a minor heart attack. Just letting you know right now. All right, let's go up here. Oh. I can't afford to not be conservative, so we're gonna have to be conservative. Well, luckily, there's nothing down here to make noise. Where it landed, haha. All right, we got one down. All right, guys, we'll do one more, and then I'm gonna go looking, and if we find it, I promise to record. Well, obviously not the initial opening of the chest, because I won't know until I find it. But I have a question. I would like to make this place a little safer, and that is part of the reason I brought the hoe. The other reason is I wanted to just break some skull and get XP off of it. Is he the only one in the area? So there's those two over there. But I don't see any shriekers or any sensors close enough to chain to that. They don't chain as far as you think they do. I'm just wondering if I can break that, and honestly, I don't really have to as long as I get by it. But at the same time, so yeah, I know there might be somebody out there thinking, man, Calzies are free can. That's just so. Oof. Yeah, well, when I'm doing it by myself, yes, I check. I will freely admit it. I check because, especially, I mean, I don't have any. I can't teleport back. I have my spawn point set, so getting back here won't be too long. But I just would rather this be as heart-wrenching as it is, you know, a mostly safe trip. I want the stuff, but I don't want to die in the process. Is there a chest in this? I'm seeing candles. Candles usually means a chest. It lied to me. Okay. Gotta be careful about doing jumps like that, because sometimes you can do just enough of a height boost that it will sit there and go, oh, yeah, you made noise. I mean, aren't these... The city structures in these things are just fantastic. They really are. Oh, I see those shriekers, but I think this is a better way in. And I'm fairly confident there's at least one, if not two chests in this room. Oh, there's a lot of these puppies. Oh, wow. Yeah. Y'all are just trying to give me heart attacks, aren't you? Try, need that. Set that up so it doesn't go to that at all. See, there's more back here. Could potentially put it there. I mean, but it's still going to kind of travel down. Sound travels in every direction, and it can be extremely annoying. Hold on, get on the wall so I can stand up. So I'm trying, if you've never done this before, let me explain. I'm trying to set it up so that that chest will not send out a sound to anything. I've got some warnings left. I don't think the first one, the cooldown, has happened yet. I mean, it's in progress, but so I've got some warnings. But if this sets it off with a warning, I'm just going to have to... I can't pause and wait for it to stop before I clear the chest, because I got to close the chest before it so I don't accidentally create two warnings with the same chest. So I'm really doing my best to set the wool so that none of these sensors will activate these shriekers. And the trick is not going to be just this one. Now, the other chest is actually going to be a little easier because there's no sensors behind it. At least nothing that I'm seeing. No, we're good. So that one won't be so bad. I mean, 1, 2, 3, and I think I'll be done with that one. This, I managed to pick the harder one first. I think we're good, because I think even if it sets off these sensors, it won't chain back to that. There is another precautionary thing I could do. I could just do that, and that way sound's not coming. Yeah, all right. All right, we're crossing knuckles. We're barren. Just let's be safe. All right, crossing everything. All right, we're good. What do we got? Swift Sneak 1, Punch 2, and an Efficiency 5 Mending Hoe. I'm gonna be fair. That's actually better than what I got. Well, I mean, other than if I merge the two later, I will then have an Efficiency 5 Mending Unbreaking 3 Hoe. I'll take the Swift Sneak 1 book. But if we find better, then we'll probably dip it. Now, this I'll pick up on the backside, so I don't have to worry about all that. Like I said, I really need to be as cautious as I can with this. And conservative, because I really didn't bring that much. I have done these trips, guys, where I've brought an inventory full of wool and just left it everywhere. Okay, this one should not be nearly as bad. Like I said, I mean, I'll stack it up again real fast. But there's nothing back here that should pick up on any sound. And this is not hollow. Sometimes they're hollow with a sensor down inside of them. Ooh. If you weren't using FreeCam, you wouldn't know. Then you just be out of luck. All right, we're gonna do that, and I think we're good because I don't think there's anything. Yeah, we're good. All right. So this one should be easy. What y'all don't see is me cringing. You don't see me cringing every time I do that. Oh, yeah. Nothing I'm too worried about there. We got a Swift Sneak 2 book and a Swift Sneak 1. I'm still going to hang on to both for now. I'm going to put the tough in there. I can get more tough later. Because I do want to use tough in the builds. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to use tough in the builds. All right. Again, I'm so glad the game can't hear my voice, or I'm pretty sure I would be running from wardens while trying to describe this. Let's be fair. All right, now we just gotta sneak past these guys again, pop over the candles, and down the stairs. The nice thing is you can sneak downstairs. All right, guys. Let's go around and pick up those 2 pieces of wool. I did not put any unbreaking or anything on these shears, so these might just flat out die on me here. Okay, there we go. Get my 2 random pieces back. All right. Well, hi. See that? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep working this path. I'm gonna go around. I got 2 more. Oh, those would be so much. They're just gonna be nicer and easier. Yes, they will. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go circle around the path, guys. If I find the books, well, wish me luck. I'll be back in a moment. All righty. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was an experience. I'll tell you what. That was. Oh, but it was a successful experience. I'm not gonna lie. I set a few things off. I tried to record a few bits here and there, but for some reason the clip did not work, and I don't know why. It's fine. Let me show you what we got. We're back at base. Now, as you can see, I got a few things. I did find a bundle on my way back, so I grabbed it so I could pack a few things together. Still not a massive fan of them, but you know, it is what it is. I did get some bottles of XP. We'll go ahead and collect that up. You'll see the 3 books, right? So, first of all, I got another 55 Unbreaking 3 hoe. You know, because that's... So basically, I figured we could, you know, combine the 2. And I also got one with Silk Touch. That just needs... So, I mean, I could combine these 2. Or I could combine... I don't know which way I want to do it. It'd be easy enough. But anyways, I did grab a few Sculpt Catalysts. They were in chests. Because I didn't use that. That came pre-damaged. Pick up a few extra diamonds here and there. You know, and notice I kept all the hoe. I did find a ward armor trim. Now I'm gonna be honest. I know everybody looks for the, you know, the big one that you should get down, right? The fancy one. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it takes over. So if you're wearing netherite gear and you apply it with diamonds, then your gear looks diamond with netherite trim, not the other way around. I don't know. It just takes a lot. It's, you know, it's all personal taste. This is kind of a simple thing. I finally got the rib one the other day on stream, and I think I want to use that. But anyways, look, Swift Sneak 3. But I also got 2 Swift Sneak 2 books that I can merge together just so I've got a backup. We got it. So we are going to do the pants. I think I've got all the books I need, but I need more levels. Honestly, because I've been gone. Because, you know, it was way over there. Oof, took a while to get back here. I don't know how much we actually got left. Yeah, I don't know if that's really going to put the XP or not. Let's put some stuff away. Well, one thing we can do, and I really need to get this up on the efficiency. Otherwise, this shovel is ready. It just needs an efficiency 5 book attached to it. I don't know if I've got the levels for that. I've got the book, right? Let's take a look at this, guys. So we're going to come in here. I think I was putting them all in here. Do I have an F5 book at all? No, I don't. Okay, also, I rolled, and I got, so far, I got an efficiency 4 villager. And I think I mentioned that before, but just to be clear, just from, because for me, it's been a while since I made that part of the clip, that part of this video. I got an efficiency 4 villager, so I can buy and combine, and we'll go that route, and I may do that, but I'll keep re-rolling, right? I've got more villagers I can work with. I've got a villager breeder over there that's pumping them out, so I got no problems there. So I will keep rolling and see if I can just get an efficiency 5 book, because that does raise my cost level. Remember, because we were having that problem trying to, what was it? Was it trying to make the shovel? No, I don't remember. We had a combined book that raised prices on us before. think, and so yeah, we're still in progress there. There's no see, I would combine these sorts, but you can't do better than knockback 2. I did pick up some more books, so I've got books to work with. We're just gonna do a thing. Oh, nap and reset my spawn back to base because I don't need to die here and wake up back at the ancient city. That would not be good. It would take a while to get back here. Anyone else ever do that? You're sleeping, and for some reason the game thinks you push buttons. So when you get up off the bed, you're sitting in the touch screen. You're trying to walk, and you're like, "Why isn't this working?" Oh, so annoying. Okay, so I was thinking because I've got this. I also picked up some hay bales. So like we could do something like this. Just start with a short little grid, and I like the idea of deep slate for a path. I think normal deep slate makes a good path. Now, it could be done a couple different ways. We've got, that's all on the top. I've done it different ways before, because if you aim it, you actually get different direction. You can actually get a pattern going. You do it right. And I have done this before. Oops, wrong one. I wasn't sure off the top of my head. Boom, boom, boom. So you can pattern it. I guess. I mean, it's an option. I think I just like the smoothness of it. It looks intentional. This looks weird. I don't know. I said I've done it before and it looked fine, but I think just doing this, yeah, that makes a nice path. And then of course we'll run it to the entrance, and we'll do like a central road to go down there. I probably going to take this wall and extend it over to here, and run it to like right there, maybe. That'll give me a little space over here to work with. I mean, my mining entrance is there. That's permanent. That's not going anywhere. The main house is going to... I still don't know what design I want to do for the main house. Got our ghastly friend up there. I think he's turned around. Is he looking backwards now? No, for some reason he's looking sideways. I don't know why. So we can also do... Now, the only problem with this is... Okay, I do have space. These flowers, which make the most interesting noise when they activate. I'm just saying. Just do little bippity bip, bippity bip, bippity bippity bip. I love those leaf litters. Those are very cool. I love the fact that it doesn't matter if you got silk on it or not. If you knock out the block they're sitting on, you're gonna get them in your inventory. Very cool. I like that. Makes a nice kind of a path. And then we can bring it. I'm just thinking straight. We just bring it straight and we'll connect the two. That goes to there. And there. I like this idea. Just not. I know. But I'm not saying it's all gonna be like that. I had a thing I was trying to do before. Because I'm gonna bring it out here and then it'll angle. And I want to bring it. Come on an angle for a while there, and then probably, quite possibly, run it straight over until it lines up with his path. I like that idea. I think it's going to look nice. I love having silk on a shovel. I need the efficiency 5. But again, with this pickaxe, I brute force that. I had a villager selling diamond efficiency 1 picks. Now I've got another one that does efficiency 2. And I just basically between the two of them, I bought and combined and it took a lot of levels to make this pick. I definitely need to make sure I can replace it one day if something happens to it. Of course, we got rain. Why would it rain? Just want to see how this path looks. And then we are going to see, while I'm doing this, the iron farm is running. So that's kind of the key point there. Ooh, I like that. Potentially we could curb it a little bit so it's not such a straight corner. and do something like this. I like that. And then, yeah, we could bring it. Let's test this theory. Well, I'm just looking at this going, I want it to come straight through. I want it to come out there. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing a town. So if it comes out, it could go to like the middle area, come straight through. We'll have to set plots up where I want to do certain things, where certain houses are going to go, whatnot. I haven't heard any thunder. I don't know if this is a storm or not. Haven't heard any thunder. Excuse me. Excuse the clearing of the throat. I apologize. Nope. Not a thunderstorm. Okay. Sometimes, I mean, most of the time you can tell. Sometimes you can't. To be fair. Put a few things away here. And put away my little collection of wool. I honestly, I'm impressed myself. I managed to not leave any wool behind. There were a couple times I had a panic mode, and I really thought I was going to be leaving some wool behind. I'm not going to lie. Because there were heart attacks. There were heart attacks to be had. Okay, okay, so you two, well, hold on. Let's put these in the ender chest. I guess we'll put them in the ender chest for now. We can merge them in the future if we need them. Got my Swift Sneak 3. I'm going to need mending. On break 3, yes please. Section 4. That should be all I need for the pants. Those 4 books right there. How good this is. If it would survive the whole thing. First thing we're going to do is take these pants, which have on break. They do have a breaking 3, but they also have fire protection 2, and I don't really want that on there. And you, unfortunately, because... See, look. If I try... Oh, hold on. Take the pants off. There we go. If I try to put this on, it's going to not... It won't let me. The game says you can't do that, so... Oops. I did. I put them on. I tried to right click and I put them on. Notice. The only piece of my armor that doesn't have mending yet. It's the only piece damaged because I was breaking things and pulling in XP. So, we're good there. Alright, so... Now, the main question is going to be, how are we going to beat this and how many levels will this take? I'm going to use my calculator here. We're going to tell Protection 4, Mending, Swift Sneak 3, Unbreaking 3, Calcumutate, and this says it's going to take 28 levels to do. Well, that means I need double. I need another 14 levels. I might be able to do this if I'm smart. With what iron I've got here, I can run... Okay, sorry, I'm making sure there's no flowers in there. Take 2, 3, 4. And I am going to have to AFK to kick that back up a notch. All there is to it. I'm going to have to AFK. Get that back where I want it. I don't have an XP farm yet, guys. I really don't. I have never... Well, no, I beg to differ. I was going to say I've never made one, but that's not true. I have made one in the past. You just go in there. Last season on Crystal Point, I made one that was... I'm trying to multitask here a little bit. I made one that was a skeleton farmer. Or skeleton. It was a skeleton farm. It worked pretty well. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it did work pretty well. Okay, let's put these hoes away for now. Eventually I want to go after the achievement where you turn one into another hoe. Give me this for a second. I was saving it because I need to run into more Endermen. But I have not had that luck yet. Grab those. Somewhere I've got some blaze powder. it over here? It is, okay. I'm gonna make a secondary ender chest. I'm gonna take it over to the village. Because that makes sense. There are times there are things in this chest. I get all the way over there and I'm like, gotta go all the way back just to get something out of that chest. But we'll just make it back up. Then we'll set it over there. Those have been my only 2 ender pearls that I've managed to collect so far. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those. You know what? I think it's actually getting late enough now. There we go. And ta-da! You know the fun. Oop. I fumble fingered. I apologize. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go back to the village real quick. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the village. But yeah, I'm thinking the road. I'll level it out so it goes right through here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this space. Something. I do plan on decorating. I want to practice my armor stand skills. I want to have fun with that. I want to do all kinds of stuff. But again, I'm not in a hurry when it comes to this world. This is a forever world. It's not going anywhere. I'll update it as updates come out. And we'll just do things. Right? I do like my beach area. This came out very nicely. This nice little retaining wall, some sand all stretched out here. I'll be able to set up a whole thing. And we'll have some fun. And it goes deep fast down here. So, ooh, is that a water-filled cave? It is. With an air. Ooh. Oh. Hello. That's quite the thing, isn't it? It's amazing what you can find. And those are diamonds, of course, right in the middle of the lava. Anyways, the generation in Minecraft today is just insane. Compared to when I started playing, guys, the generation is nuts. I feel like my sounds are down. No, master volume all the way up. Okay. This feels quiet to me. So I'm thinking next video. Now, it may be a while before this next video because as I'm recording this, I'm a day out from Crystal Point Season 3. We're getting ready to start fresh. I'm not going to just not make videos in this world and not play it on in between. I'm going to try to do both. So videos may get rotated in between because there may be time on CPG where all I'm doing is collecting resources. My plans for the season are interesting. So it's going to take me a while to collect the resources and find the location of where I want to build. This world, I don't really have any plans. We're just kind of doing it as we go. So it's not... All right, let's back you up. Beep, beep. There we go. I don't usually fall in the water when I jump out of the boat. But yeah, that's how quickly it is. It really don't take long to cross the water there. And if I bring the map up, you can see that it is potentially possible to go this way around. But just cutting across the water is faster. And I still need to break all this from villager travel. But yeah, where I marked, see, I had to mark an exit point for that city. See, because I saw the calcite and I was like, oh, calcite. And I was standing here and I was like, oh. And then I thought about it. I'm going, normally, because normally they say you have to have like a snow-capped mountain. You know, the big ones that have the snow. I'm like, well, maybe. Because I honestly thought I was going to have to go find, you know, one of those really tall mountains somewhere that had snow on top. I didn't know where to look. But yeah, there's snow up here. I was kind of thinking of heading for here because of the snow. That's near the pale oak forest I found. And there's the mangrove. So I was really thinking that, and I was like, well, I'll just mark it for the calcite. And then I thought, well, I can take a peek. Got lucky, guys. That's all it is. We got lucky. All right. Now that we're back to our villagers, this is probably the last thing we do today, is to finish our armor and get it in place. Hi, guys. All right, so you, my friend, oh, good. You're giving me a discount. I love discounts. But yeah, I am seriously going to have to AFK tonight. All right, so let's put the ender chest. I mean, I've got a self-touch pick. We'll just set it there. Okay, there we go. And I do have 29 more emeralds, so I've got a lot of emeralds. We're at 22 levels. We need another 6. Do you know what I could do? I was gonna say I could get more bricks, but I've already got a lot of bricks. Let's get some more glass. Let's do this. Okay, so it's 1 for 4. So this is gonna be a lot of glass. Okay. Boom. 4 stacks. Look at that. 4 stacks of glass. See, sometimes it doesn't all come out, so it helps to, get up and close and personal with the villagers. That's just to make sure. 3 more levels. Well, I mean, all right, give me as much glass as you can, please. Shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I was like, oh, I'll put some XP on my tool and then on the pickaxe and the shovel, and I was like, oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. But I still need another level. That is going to make an excellent question. How do we get 1 more level? I mean, I've only got 1 bar of iron, and that's not going to buy me anything. Put that away. I'm just going to go ahead and toss all the glass up in here. And I pick it back, and the water bucket, and I pick it back up there. I've got books now for buying books. But I need 1 more level. And we just napped, so I can't exactly do that. And, I mean, there's this guy over here where he don't drop XP. They'll drop iron and puppies, but they don't drop XP. Plus, he's guarding a village hall. I mean, come on. That would just be crude. So let me show you this. I don't know if I'm trying to see. Honestly, I don't remember if I showed it in the last video. I know I showed it on stream. We got the village farm going on. Well, village breeder. These guys are farming. I am very tempted to go underneath, right, and just set up a bunch of hoppers and see will it catch the carrots. I know they harvest and replant, but do they catch the carrots? Well, I mean, they pop. Okay, so they are popping, right? And there's that second before they disappear. I'm thinking if I had hoppers all under there, I could catch those carrots. So every time I'm over here, I would have easy carrots. These guys are getting a little crowded. We got 7. No, there's no kitties, but there are 7 adults. And I've got enough space I could put them up here. Here. So basically, I push the button, Minecraft pops out, rolls down. When it pops up for here, it's got a villager. And it takes it up there, and it's all set to go to the next empty spot, which I'm probably going to need. I locked you in, didn't I? Yes, I did, because I didn't buy the books yet. I bought a bookshelf to lock him. No, I did buy the books. Never mind. Sorry. I see he's expensive. 29 for efficiency 4. But I figured in the meantime, I could put up with that. And then basically what we'll do. I'm so glad I put feather falling on now. Am I out? I didn't think I was out. I must be out of our. Oh, I'm out of. Oopsie. I am currently. I don't have any more bookshelves. So then I make some with what I've got. Doesn't look that way. I have to go chop a tree down. I don't have enough well, chop a tree down either way. Now this guy, Riptide, he's good for lanterns and mend. He's 20. He's like 20. This guy's like, oh, I can outdo him for 10. You may get fired soon. I'm just saying. I need more lecterns. So that's going to be something for the future. And I've got it back here. This is where I was running the villagers around behind. Someone asked me on stream if I was going to do the whole zombie cure thing. And I'm like, well, I mean, I could. And it would lower prices considerably. But I would have to have a lot of well, I suppose you can crack golden apples, right? That's a possibility. 1 more level. Well then. I don't know. I mean, short of whoop. Ooh. Oh, I know a good way to do it. I know, but we got to go back. All right, 1 second. Alrighty. So what I did here is I used these lovely furnaces to smelt all the copper that I found while I was down there, or at least what digging. Well, anyways, look, 20 levels. Let's finish the armor. My legs are getting cold. All right, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna hope we get enough levels. We're gonna hope this thing doesn't break along the way. That's gonna be the big thing right there. We don't want this thing to break. That would be bad. All right, got my enchantment thingamabobber up. It says, now this is supposed to be the lowest amount of levels together. Okay, even though it's gonna take 28 levels, it's supposed to be the lowest amount to do this. So if you've never done this, this is basically what it says. It says to start by applying the Swift Sneak 3 first to the pants. See, this is kind of... It says it costs 12 levels, and I'm betting that's accurate. I do not like that this mod puts these buttons and they're in my way. My anvil broke. Great. I don't think I've got enough iron. Well, I mean, if I bring it all together, maybe. It's keeping it all kind of flattened out, but... I mean... Hey, why didn't you produce while I was smelting copper? Explain that one to me. Did I sleep too soon? I may have slept too soon. That is a possibility. Because you do have to make sure that they've had a chance to take a quick nap. And if it's not producing, I may have broken it. Just throw the kill switch. That drops the zombie down out of the way. Now, they can't sleep till it's nighttime, but, I mean, we're getting there. Do I have enough iron here if I put it all together? Okay, there is enough. 27 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to have to leave this. I'm going to have to AFK, let that fill back up, because that has been not only my source of iron, but also my source of XP and trades. And I know there's villagers you could do sticks with, and I probably should. But this is funny. It takes 31 bars of iron to make this thing. You'd think it would last longer than it does. Okay, so we've already got this combined with the Swift Sneak 3. Now it says to combine. Now, and you have to do these in the right order. It says to combine Unbreaking 3 with Mending. All right, and it says this will cost 2 levels. That I'm at 16. Wait a minute. So the first one was costing 12. It did cost 12. This is supposed to cost 2. That cost 5. Why did that cost 5? That's interesting. Okay, so now we're supposed to combine the pants with that book. And that's supposed to cost another 7 levels. And it's not. It's in the red. I don't like that at all. I'm getting lied to here. Well, I think what happened is that Unbreaking 3 book is one of the ones I merged. Which means it costs more money. Alright. Well, unfortunately, this means I can't finish these pants right now. I can put it back on. But I can't finish them. It's okay. It's fine. Alright, so let's go over next time's plans. Now, you can remember, some of this gets done on stream. Oh, hold on. These guys got a chance to... Yeah, okay, we got nap time. We can kick this back on. Let's go. They've had their nap, which means I can turn it back on, and I can take a nap. Yeah, that is the thing about iron farms, guys. If the villagers can't sleep, they stop producing. Which is why I put the reset switch in, because otherwise you got to get in there and do a whole thing. And so it's just, I don't know, it's easier to have a kill switch. Now we should start getting golems again. Why is the one guy just standing there when he should be running around too? All right, come on, do your thing. There were you all had naps, or there was naps taken. Wonder. The farms like this aren't my speciality. I need you to walk down here, dude. Y'all just can't You can't stand in the end. All of you have to run. You all have to be panicked. Why is he not moving? I kind of want to reach in there and just kind of tap in. I won't be that mean. I'll figure it out. We'll figure out why it's not wanting to work, because it's been working steadily. I think I slept too soon. So, yeah, I don't think, maybe it's just being slow. Anyway, so let's see. Let's discuss next time. I still don't know the design on the house, so I'm not really ready to start there. I think we'll do some more structural. We'll get the road in. We'll actually work on the walls. We'll make some progress there. We'll get some building done next time, guys. I promise. And we'll get from there. And I want to continue on this wall here and run it around and just kind of solidify this whole lower section. I think that'll be good. I need to get rid of that. That's not something I want to do in a stream or on a video. So I like the way this came out. I do want to set something up there. I have a lighthouse that I built over on a server that I want to put right here. And that way I've got an actual lighthouse. And it's a working lighthouse, by the way. So that's an option. Now, last time I built it, I made modifications. I'm not going to make modifications this time. So yeah, we're going to call it there. And I'm so glad you guys came along for this ride. Hope you really enjoyed. And be on the lookout for Crystal Point Season 3. It's coming up. As of the posting of this video, it's tomorrow, but you know, we're gonna have videos from there too. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this and that. Keep an eye on my streams, calendar_storm on Twitch. Come check it out. I'm gonna be streaming from here and streaming from there. And potentially an interesting server. I don't know if I want to spend any time on that one. Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to. Alright. Y'all be safe. I'll see you guys next time.